Well, best of all, friends, folks, today, I just realized I'm a day behind, man. It's April 25th. Yesterday I said it was the 23rd. So, with no further ado, let's dive right into Boatman's lesson. This is Faith in Thanks. The Faith in Thanks. And we have a quote that says, "He who can give thanks for little will always find he has enough." That's pretty good. It almost sounds like a fortune cookie. If it was good fortune, instead of just telling you something you want to hear. He who sacrifices thank offerings honors me, and he prepares the way so that I may show him the salvation of God. That's Psalm 50 and 23. Inward. To most of us, giving thanks comes in the aftermath of a gift. We receive and we are grateful to the giver if in fact we welcome the gift. It would be odd among sinful human beings to give thanks because a gift is given. Generosity can never be presumed among us. We must see it before we acknowledge it. Negative as we often treat God like a sinful human being. We will give him thanks when we see his blessing. If we don't see it, we withhold our gratitude. We base it on a false assumption about his character, that he might not be a giver. Why? Because we haven't seen him with our own eyes, but God doesn't work that way. His character is constant. We can assume his generosity. He is a giver by nature, and we can acknowledge him as such right now, even before we think we've received his bounty. Not only is it appropriate to give thanks to him after a blessing, it is right to give thanks to him beforehand. And it is not only right, it is often a prerequisite. If we don't, we may not receive what he is prepared to give. Indeed, the conclusion. It is a strange dynamic. A dynamic means of a process or system characterized by constant change, activity, or progress. A dynamic economy. A force that stimulates change or progress within a system or process. It is a strange dynamic to human eyes. Those who have never seen or expected God's blessing will never receive it, while those who have will receive more. Does this seem unfair? It isn't. Pessimism about God and faithfulness, and God does not favor faithlessness. He honors faith. Faith sees God for who he is before he has proven it yet again. It sees great blessings. It sees past blessings in the life of the believer, in the history of his servants, and in the inviolable world. Inviolable means never to be broken, infringed, or dishonored. It knows that when God says he will deliver, he will. When he says he will provide, he will. Faith does not want to find out who God is. Faith does not wait to find out who God is and what he is like. It already knows. It takes him at his word, and it is thankful in advance. So be thankful in good times as well as hard times, because the hard times, like Pastor Buddy Whitecrow says, yet another shout out to you, buddy. If you believe in God, you will be tested. Not everything is of the devil. I remember saying that to my pastor, my mother-in-law, a long time ago. Some things are just earthly obstacles to test you. What are you going to do? Are you going to go over them? Are you going to go around them? Or are you going to go through them? Or are you just going to ignore them? They're still going to be there no matter what. So, man, know the Lord more than a conqueror. Have faith. Faith cometh by hearing, hearing by the word of God. You go to flip a light switch, you have faith that's going to turn on. You go to sit in a chair, you got faith that's going to stay sturdy so you can sit. You have faith in God. You can't see him, but you know he's there. It's greater than anything that there is such as that. You know, and then like the hardest thing that I had to give thanks for was for my wife not being here no more. And give thanks to him for that, because she doesn't have to suffer in this world no more. She's gone home in the kingdom of heaven where she belongs. Someday I'll be right there by her. Faith and thanks is pretty good. You know, it goes hand in hand. I like this quote. He who can give thanks for little will always find he has enough. And the other thing is, you know, when you want to complain, give thanks. thankful for what you have. You know, I need to do more of that myself. But a little word for everyone. But I've been finding out it does help. You know, be kind of mad about something not going as expected. And then, you know, but you know what, Lord, I give you thanks because you're the light the darkness cannot comprehend, and you give me a way out of this. I have 2 girls, I have Joy, and I have a wife waiting for you in the kingdom of heaven, and I thank you for taking her home. And the thank list will go on and on and on. You'll forget what you're going to complain about in the first place. So be blessed your iron journey, and give thanks in faith. Adios.